Matrix Matrix Structure in Business, presented by Team H. Han, Sarah, Parm, Hugo, Ryan, Jan, and Kelby. We've broken up matrix structure into 5 key aspects. First, what is matrix structure? The benefits of a matrix structure. Thirdly, advantage and disadvantages of matrix structures. Who should use matrix structures, and the companies in the business world that currently use matrix structure.
What is a matrix structure? Matrix structure combines 2 forms of departmentalization. First, we have the functional department. It combines employees who share similar technical specialties and organizes employees based on skills, which allows work to be completed by personnel with appropriate qualifications within the department. This lowers costs by reducing duplication. Second, we have the product department, which provides clear responsibility for all activities related to the product and allows for specialization on one area of expertise. It's also easier to assess performance. This combines the advantages of both departmentalizations and makes the work become flexible and cost-effective.
One of the advantages of implementing the matrix organizational structure in a business is that it can lead to an efficient exchange of information. Departments work closely together and communicate with each other frequently to solve issues. Efficient lines of communication enhance productivity and allow for quick decision making. For example, in a matrix structure, individuals from the marketing, finance, and product departments may confer with one another to formulate strategy. The specialized information exchange allows managers to respond quickly to the needs of the customers and the organization. Since employees have constant contact with members of different function areas, the matrix structure allows for information and resources to travel more fluidly between those functional areas. The collaboration between functional areas allow a project team to better handle complex challenges and objectives. The matrix structure allows supervisors to focus on their areas of expertise. Placing employees in functional area allows them to specialize in a particular field. Instead of being good at a variety of tasks, specialized employees can excel at tasks in their field of focus. For example, functional supervisors focus on hiring, training, and managing employees in their field, which while project supervisor can focus on achieving the goals of their specific project of the department.
Although there are many advantages from using the matrix structure, there are a couple disadvantages we would like to discuss. Firstly, employees may feel more loyal to their department managers. This means that if Sarah was in a finance department, she would feel more loyal to her manager than to the marketing manager. The second disadvantage to the matrix structure is the line of accountability. When the matrix structure is used in an organization, employees may not have a clear idea as to who they are accountable to. Thirdly, it takes employees some time to get used to the dynamics of the matrix structure and the functions of it. But once employees understand the function of the matrix structure, it's quite effective depending on your line of work. Another disadvantage of the matrix structure is that employees may push their responsibilities to other employees because of the high demands for collaboration. When tasks are shared among a team, there's a possibility that employees will deflect their responsibilities to other team members. As the textbook discusses, with a bureaucratic organizational structure, there is a reduction of fight for power. With the matrix structure, there is a more power struggle between product and functional managers. The textbook also brings up the disadvantage that employees may face, which is the ambiguity about who reports to whom. Because the matrix structure is a flexible organizational structure, it may be ambiguous as to which manager you are accountable to. The last disadvantage to the matrix structure is insecurity and stress. Considering that there is a chance of ambiguity about who to report to, employees may feel an increased amount of insecurity and stress towards their job. Although there are many disadvantages, these can be eliminated if the matrix structure is the correct organizational structure for your company and there is a cohesive understanding among all employees and managers.
Big companies that have a very large number of employees, which are both interdependent and complex, should choose the matrix organizational structure. This is because matrix structure can lower costs and allows individuals to use their skills not only in their department but to help others and so on. In the textbook, you will find the matrix structure in advertising agencies, aerospace firms, research and development laboratories, construction companies, hospital, government agencies, universities, management consulting firms, and entertainment companies all utilize matrix structure.
Canadian Coast Guard, also known as CCG, is a national special operating agency under the Department of Fisheries and Oceans, which aims to support government priorities and economic prosperity and contributes to the safety, accessibility, and security of Canadian waters. The CCG operates under a highly decentralized organizational structure, emphasizing on coordination and overlay. The benefits of doing so is that employees are now more interactive with each other, improving the information flow and resulting as employees have access to more data to complete their tasks easier. Resources can also be better allocated and utilized, as expertise, knowledge, and equipment are shared across projects or departments. Data sharing horizontally and vertically are also encouraged in matrix structure in a way that improves the rate of response to changes, as the commissioners can now make decisions easier. Meanwhile, it increased the transparency of the agency as a whole. Hanson Moritz, also commonly known as H&M, utilized a two-dimensional matrix structure to facilitate the business process of their multinational clothing and apparel organization. H&M's matrix structure made up of executive management team and the country managers. What the executive manager team are responsible for are finance, accounts, buying, sales, marketing, production, sustainability, expansion, etc. Meanwhile, the country managers are responsible for sales, profitability, and all departments in their country. By combining linear management and functional management, Lukoil is one of the largest oil and gas vertical integrated companies in the world, accounting for over 2% of crude production. With over 110,000 employees, Lukoil aims to develop a management system concept that is in compliance with the world standards and allows the achievement of ambitious objective of increasing size and value of the business, which is the matrix structure. The matrix structure works really well for Lukoil because it allows them to streamline their business process, making them scalable and allow for quicker and more efficient expansion. Utilizing the matrix structure will also assist Lukoil in achieving their goal of increasing the size and value of the business.
To recap, the key takeaways from this presentation are what a matrix structure is, the advantages and disadvantages of a matrix structure, who can benefit from a matrix structure, and the companies that currently use matrix structures. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to your questions.